Hi, in this video we're going to take a look at some new features we have at Betmix, and the main one is the color codes. What we've added here is codes on the point totals. When you look at the race before you've handicapped it, you don't see any point totals at all over here, and that's because you don't have anything turned on. You don't have a mix selected, or you haven't turned on a factor. So just for demonstration purposes, let's turn on best lifetime speed, and we just give it a value. And so now you can see these color codes have shown up over here behind the point totals. So the top ranked horse is in green, and you have a group of 4 horses that are in yellow, and the rest are in red. And that's based on the point totals. So what we've done here is anything that was within 5 points of the leader would be green, anything within 10 points would be yellow, and anything beyond that would be red. You can change those settings and create your own range. These are the default settings. You can also turn this on or off. Some people like to see the colors, some don't. But it's just a quick way to look at a race and show you who the contenders are and kind of group them that way. Now when you apply a mix to this, this is a turf race, so we'll pick just a general Keeneland turf mix here. And again, it likes the it likes one horse kind of as a standout, and then you have 2 that are pretty close based on that mix. Now being a maiden special weight race, you don't have all the data that you would have in a claiming allowance or stakes race, but you can certainly look at this from a perspective of, as you change factors and add more and change the weights, you'll see that the colors are also going to change. The point totals are changing, and simultaneously the colors are too. So you can, as you've developed a mix or are playing around with it, you can see how evenly the horses are matched based on your settings. So in this case, if this was your mix for the race, you'd see that you have 4 green horses at the top, and maybe you skip the race. Maybe you decide, I'm only going to play races where there's 1 or 2 horses in green, 1 or 2 in yellow, and the rest are in red. Maybe you determine that this race is too close to call, or you could say, well, wow, there's 4 horses that are in green, and 2 of them here, the 10 and the 7, have pretty big morning line odds, 15 to 1 and 12 to 1, so maybe those are horses that I might take another look at. You can also use this within any of the calculators. So let's look at the color codes within all races report. And so again, we'll select today at Keeneland, and you can look at this. Some people are using it to find spot plays on. All right, let's find a horse that has a big early pace advantage. So let's turn on average of the last 3 E1. We've done that over here. It doesn't matter what we set it to, because that's the only factor we have in this example. So you can scroll through here and you can see all of the races, and if you go to the last race, you see 1 horse that's a standout with early pace. So maybe in the 8th race you like the 1. There's a race here. The 6th race has 2 horses in green, and in the other races it looks, here's another standout on early pace, the 10 horse in the 3rd race. So looking at all races and all races report for a particular day, you can use this to kind of screen for pace setups or speed setups or whatever it may be. So let's look at this on speed last race, and you can go through the races again and see here in the 5th race, the 11 certainly had the best speed figure in his last race, and is a standout here with 2 others that are marginal, and then the rest would be within a range that falls out of the 10 points and beyond. You can turn this on and off by going up to your profile. You click on that and you scroll down, and you have these options here. The first one, of course, is to turn it on or off, and the second one is to set the range. So if you wanted your point range to be greater for green horses, you could set that to 10 or 15 or whatever you wanted it to be, and the same with the yellow and the red. This is completely controlled by you and your settings there. The second thing we want to take a look at is this new button called Edit Mixes, and this is just an easier way for you to go into your save mixes, change the names of them, delete them in groups, or add notes to them. So you'll see something pop up here when you click that button, and you can select how many mixes to show, up to 100 at a time if you've got that many saved. The date created here, this shows you the date that you actually created the mix, so you can sort these to show you the most recent mixes you've created, or ones that are really old that maybe you need to take another look at. If you click on edit, you can add notes to the mix. Worked well on April 6th, and update it, and then you'll see these notes appear. You can search, so if you know that you're looking at just your Keeneland mixes, you can do that. Or if you have Gulfstream, Park, whatever names you have on your mixes, it's an easy way for you to edit them, control them, and of course you can select as many as you want here now and then delete them. So that's a new feature that makes things pretty easy for you to manage your mixes. Again, that's you find that just by clicking the edit mix button, and the color codes are turned on or off in the modify profile up here at the top. Best of luck.